Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 7 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 7 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter geometric measurement. The lessons we're going to cover today are volume, surface area, perimeter area, and volume change in scale. Semicircles calculate area, perimeter, radius, and diameter. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I'm on grade 7 math. Chapter we are on right now is geometric measurement. Let's just start with the lesson that is volume. So what is the volume? Okay, so we have to calculate the volume. So the volume of a rectangular time, width, time, height, you are given three of the measurements, the length, the width, and the height. So the volume of the rectangular prism is length, time, width, time, height. So the length is 4 millimeter, width is 2 millimeter, and volume is height is 8 millimeter, right? So you have to multiply all these measurements. You have to do it times 2 times 4, that is 64 cubic millimeter. The correct option is 64 cubic millimeter. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. What is the volume? So the volume of the cube is length time width time height. You have to do length time width times height. You have to do 6 times 6 times 6. That is 216 inches cube. The correct option is option number 1. That is 216 inches cube. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, what is the volume? So which is the correct option? You have to do 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9 and 9 times 3 is 27. The correct option is option number 2, that is 27 cubic centimeter. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the volume? Which is the correct option? That is 512 cubic meter. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the volume? Which is the correct option? The volume of the cube is length time width time height. So which is the correct option? The correct option is 64 centimeter cube. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the volume? Which is the correct option? 7 times 7 times 7. So which is the correct option? That is 7 times 7 is 49 and 49 times 7 is 343 cubic yards. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the volume? Which is the correct option? The volume of the rectangular prism is length time width time height. So 7 times 2 is 14 and 14 times 4 is 56 millimeter cube. The correct option is option number 2. That is 56 millimeter cube. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the volume? Which is the correct option? That is 4 times 4 is 16 and 16 times 8 is 128 inches cube. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the volume, which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 149 meter cube is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is surface area. What is the surface area? You are given a rectangular prism. You have to calculate the surface area. So the first thing you need to see is the rectangular prism has three pairs, like the total faces are six, they are in the form of pairs, three pairs of identical faces. You have to calculate the area of each face and then you have to add. So the identical faces have same area. So calculate the area of the faces. So and you have to add all these areas, that would be the surface area, right? These are the rectangles, so you have to do length time width, calculate the area of each face, and then you have to add. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, here we are given with the rectangular prism. Let's just calculate the surface area of this prism. So first I'm going to calculate the area of the identical faces. I'm going to start with this one that has the measurements 9 and 7. So calculate the area, that is 9 times 7. 9 times 7 is 63. So the other identical face has the same area, that is 9 times 7 is 63. Now we're going to calculate the area of this one, that is 7 and 7. The measurements of this face is 7 and 7, right? So then that is 7 times 7, that is 49, and the face on this side has the same area, that is 49. Now I'm going to calculate the this one done, this one done. This area we're going to calculate, right? That has the same measurement, 9 times 7, that is 63, and that is 63. So for the surface area, you need to add the area of all the faces, that is 63 plus 63 plus 49 plus 49 plus 63 plus 63. So let me just add. That is 350 square inches. You simply have to add the area of all the faces. The sum of all these values is 350 square inches. Option number one is the correct option, that is 350 square inches. Got it? Option number one is the correct option. Okay, what is the surface area of the cube? So that is a cube. All the faces are square, right? The cube has six faces. So each face has the area 49, right? Because square has all sides equal in measurement. So that means the surface area of the cube is there are six faces. Each face has the area 49. So just do 6 times 49. That is 294 inches square. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 294 inches square. What is the surface area? So let's just calculate the surface area of each face and then add them. So start with this face. This face has the dimensions 7 and 5. 7 times 5 makes 35. So the other face on this side has the same area, that is 35. Okay, now calculate the area of this side that has 10 and 5 dimensions, that is 10 times 5 equals 50. Now calculate the area of this face that has 10 and 7. So that is 70 and 70. Now you just have to calculate, add all the faces, all the area of all the faces to calculate the surface area. That is 70 plus 70 plus 50 plus 50 plus 35 plus 35, right? The correct option is 310 square millimeters. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 310 square millimeters. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the surface area? So start with this face, right? That is 2 times 10 is 20. So the other face has the same area on the other side is 20. So now calculate the area of the upper and lower face, that is 4 times 2 equals 8. So the other face has same area. Calculate the area of this face, right? That is 4 times 10 is 40. The correct option is 136 inches square. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 136 inches square. Got it? Any question you can please ask if you have any. Okay, let's just start with the next lesson. That is parameter area and volume change in scale. Look at this rectangular prism. If all three dimensions are tripled, which of the following statement about its surface area will be true? So you are given the dimensions 10 inches, 1 inches and 6 inches. So you have to see if they all are tripled, right? So the original rectangular prism had the surface area 2 times length width plus length height plus width height, right? That is the rectangular surface area of the rectangular prism. Then for the new rectangle, you have to triple all these values. So just multiply them with 3. 2 times multiply them with 3, that you have 9 common. That means 9 times 2 is 18. Originally they are 2 times length width, length height plus width height. And now the new one is 18 times length width, length height and width height. So divide 18 by 2. That means that is 9 times the older values, right? The correct option is 9 times the older values. Let's just start with the test questions. Look at this rectangle. If the height is tripled, then which of the following statement about its area will be true? The area of the rectangle is length time width, right? Area of the rectangle is length time width. Height is tripled. That is 3 times length times width, right? You can take common 3 outside, you have length width. Originally that is length time width. So divide the new one divided by the older value. So 3 over 1 is 3. That means the new area will be 3 times the old area. Okay, let's just move on to next one, that is, look at this cube. If the side lengths are tripled, then which of the following statement about its volume is true? So the volume of the rectangular prism is length time width time height. That is the original volume. Now sides are tripled. So every side is tripled. 3 times length, 3 times width, 3 times height. So 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27 times length, width, and height. That is the new volume. So the new volume is 27, length, width, and height. And the original one is length, width, and height. So that means the new volume will be 27 times the old volume. Option number 1 is the correct option. Look at this rectangular prism. If all three dimensions are doubled, then which of the following statements about its surface area will be true? So the surface area is the sum of all the faces, right? The surface area is 2 times length width plus length height plus width height. Now all the three dimensions are doubled. Double means you have to, that is 2, 2L, 2W, 2L, 2H because all of them are doubled, right? 2W and 2H. So that is 2, 4LW plus 4LH plus 4WH. So that would be 8 times length width plus length height plus width height. So the originally that was 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. That means the new surface area will be 4 times the old surface area. The new surface area will be 4 times the old surface area. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. That is semicircles, calculate area, perimeter, radius and diameter. The diameter of the semicircle is 6 kilometer. What is the semicircle's radius? We need to calculate the radius of the semicircle. The diameter equals 2r, right? So then radius equals 3 kilometer. The radius of the semicircle is 3 millimeter. What is the semicircle's parameter? So here is the formula to calculate the semicircle's parameter. That is P equals 2 pi r divided by 2 plus 2r. That is the semicircle, that is P equals 2 pi r divided by 2 plus 2r. You just have to replace the values and do the calculations. Let's just start with the test questions. The diameter of a semicircle is 8 centimeter. What is the semicircle's parameter? You have to calculate the parameter of the semicircle. So the formula to calculate the parameter of the semicircle is P equals 2 pi r divided by 2 plus 2r. So you are given the diameter. Radius is diameter divided by 2. So radius is 4. That is 2 pi 4 divided by 2 plus 2 times 4. So hold on. Let me just do the calculations. That is 20.56 centimeter. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 20.56 centimeter. Option number 2 is the correct option. The diameter of a semicircle is 6 kilometer. What is the semicircle's radius? P equals 2 pi r divided by 2 plus 2r. Diameter is 6. Radius is 3 kilometers. Oh, you just have to calculate the radius. You don't have to calculate the parameter. Radius is diameter divided by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. The correct option is 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 3 kilometer. Option number 2 is the correct option. The radius of the semicircle is 2 inches. What is the semicircle's parameter? That is 2 pi r divided by 2 plus 2r. The radius is 2. That is 10.28 inches. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 10.28. The parameter of the semicircle is 10.28 kilometer. What is a semicircle's radius? You are given the parameter. The parameter is 2 pi r divided by 2 plus 2r. You are given the parameter, that is 10.28. You need to calculate the r. Pi, that is 3.14 divided by 2 r. Hold on. Parameter is 10.28. 2 and 2 cancel out. You can take common r. You are left with 2 plus pi. So 2 plus pi is 5.14. Divided 10.28 divided by 5.14. So that is r equals 2 kilometer. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 7 math. Chapter we were working on is geometric measurement. The lessons we have covered today are volume, surface area, parameter, area and volume changes in scale, then semicircles, calculate area, parameter, radius and diameter. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write down the questions in the chat box for which you need help. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please write down the questions in the chat box. No questions? Okay.